485 years ago, Jacques Cartier discovered America and founded Quebec. It quickly became a fur trading hotspot. New France, new chance. Inspired by the vast opportunities presented to settlers who left France in search of new opportunities and those who sought religious freedom. People who came to New France were originally from France, and usually came due to financial problems or troubles, the social hierarchy in France. At first, French soldiers who were garrisoned in New France, soon followed by men with skills in farming, blacksmithing, and apothecary. Later on, in an attempt to grow the population of New France, the king paid for young women among the ages of 15 to 30 to travel to New France. Jesuits, who were sent to New France as missionaries to convert the natives, were also among those who were sent to New France. France, an overcrowded and overpopulated metropolis, suffering from food shortages and bleak economic opportunities, was left behind by those seeking a new life in New France, where the colonies were in need of manpower and offered free land for men who agreed to voyage across the Atlantic in search of a better life. Huguenots, French Protestants, left for New France to escape persecution from the French monarchy. New France, full of opportunities and possessing a vast, untapped fur trade market between the native tribes in the area, were ideal to any opportunistic merchant looking to make a considerable amount of money. Farmers who left France also found financial prosperity and were mostly successful in taming and harvesting Canadian agriculture and wildlife. Women were also invited to go to New France, their voyages paid for by the French monarchy. Women who chose to go to New France were also given dowries from the French king. Dowries consisted of 1 ox, 1 cow, 2 pigs, 2 chickens, and 2 barrels of salt and pork. France, a developing European country, was extremely different when compared to its colony New France, which consisted of the fur trading hub of Quebec, a coast off of Canada, and vast swaths of Canadian forests. France had far more developed infrastructure systems, ports, and cities in contrast to New France's rural farms and fur trading hub cities, along with the occasional port town on the Canadian east coast. New France was rumored to be a safe haven for those who had been religiously persecuted, such as the Huguenots. Unfortunately, the Huguenots were forbidden to settle in New France, and a standing army in the French colony made sure of that. France was not tolerant of any religions that deviated from its Catholic standards. However, Catholicism was the prime religion in France because of this.
France, ruled by the French king, his cabinet, and his government, which ruled with absolute power over France. New France, however, was ruled by a governor, usually appointed by the French monarch. These two differences was why France and New France were politically different.
The French economy during the end of the 17th century was on the brink of collapse. Rural areas in France were especially grim, as farmers struggled to harvest large quantities of crops due to the poor weather. Many of these French farmers found success in the Canadian farmlands of New France.
The quality of life in New France near the end of the 17th century was poor, as famine and poverty swept far and wide throughout France. Life in New France, however, was tough but sustainable. French settlers in New France enjoyed a wide variety of foods. However, weather in New France, especially in the winter, could prove troublesome to these settlers.